Hello everyone, warm welcome to you all. Welcome to my channel. Today's episode we are playing the career mode #3. So this is going to be a new episode, and in today's episode we are playing a one-day international between Sri Lanka and West Indies, and it's going to be playing in Sri Lanka. So they're going to be playing in Sri Lanka with 3 one-day internationals. So I think before we waste any more time, as we have been waiting for these one-day international series to begin for a very long time, as I have not been playing the game for a while, so it'll be really nice to get everything started and get the game on the way. Okay, so it's going to be an afternoon game, so it's going to be starting at 2 p.m. We're playing in Colombo Park Oval. So Colombo Park Oval, so it's the capital of Sri Lanka. The rating is 88 and 86. So Sri Lanka has got the most of it. Most of the when you compare to overall, Sri Lanka is looking better. But Sri Lanka's got 92 batting, equal to West Indies, but West Indian bowling's a lot better. So it's 94, and their fielding is 99, but Sri Lanka's bowling is only 90 and 96, so it doesn't really make sense when you add them all together. They become 88 and they become 86, so I'm not too sure what to say in these circumstances, but I'm going to carry on and proceed to the next one, and we're going to choose, should we just play the one-day international squad? Yeah, we just play the international squad one. Oops. And will they have, what will they have? Right, okay, so that's one day international. And for the West Indians as well, we keep it as one day international as well. So all professional. Match settings, we don't really need any match settings here, so let's do that. And then let's get straight to the game. So obviously it's 2027 in my career mode.
He's on fire. Fantastic performance.
Oh, what a leap. Takes a superb catch. What a win. That's done it. The whole team running over to celebrate.
So they are just basically showing that was the last game that was played between Sri Lanka and West Indians, and then obviously West Indies won the last game. So we need to try and... But that was an away game for Sri Lanka, so this is a home series now. So we've got to see if we can actually beat these West Indians in our home soil. Both teams have finished with their national anthems, and I believe both teams are going to be coming to the middle. But just before that, I think we have a toss. So so that's both squads over there. So you can see DINESH is 1 down, so he's a number 3 batsman, but there is not captaincy, so I'm not too sure who's going to be the captain of this game today. And West Indian, we saw a West Indian squad and now, but I didn't really get the time to probably read through who's actually in the squad and who's actually out of the squad. But before we begin the match, we go down to the 2 umpires with the coin, and here we go. West Indies have called, and yes, West Indies have won their toss, and I believe West Indies have decided to bowl. So they're going to be bowling first, which means Sri Lanka will be coming on to bat for the first time at 2 p.m. in Colombo. So P. Willis, Abe and A. Bharat will be opening for Sri Lanka. 1 down will be D. Jagannathan. So before the next Jagannathan is coming on, there's got to be a little simulation. The West Indians are pumped up, and they are looking dangerous in this very hot weather. Nevertheless, Sri Lankan batsmen are looking confident as well, and they walk into the middle of the pitch with a big smile on their face. And obviously I'm not too sure who's taking the first First over for the West Indians, but it does look like P. Willis will be taking the first ball. Facing the first ball for Sri Lanka. And unfortunately, Bharat has been caught. And that brings Dinesh Jagannathan into the middle to take guard. So Sri Lanka are now on 9 for 1. So the first ball is now for Dinesh. Played that well, good timing, but that was meant to be a defending shot, but he didn't really defend that, so he managed to just strike the ball, managed to get away from that. Not bad. Captain's happy. K. Paul is bowling 9 for 1, and the run rate is 3.36. But let's see if we can go for a little 4 here or something. Yes, can get a little single. Yeah, there's a double there. So Dinesh managed to pick up double. So he's off the mark. Sri Lanka is now 11 for 1. Sri Lanka is 11 for 1. So after 2.3, that's a very good bouncer. Somebody's always calling me. I am a very, very busy person. I know. But it doesn't matter. Here's a single taken by Dinesh again, which brings Sri Lanka's total to 13, or 12 really, I'm sorry, after 3 overs for the loss of 1. Thomas bowled the first ball for West Indians, so which was the 4th over. Sri Lanka now on 13. P. Willis is on 2, but he's faced 12 balls, so he needs to get going. Can't just let Dinesh to do all the work, as he's on 2 as well, and I believe he's probably have faced about 5 or 6 balls since he come to the pitch. Yeah, he's faced about 6 balls there, so 4 runs, which is not a bad start, but he does need to make a big impact on this innings, as he's a one-day international, so his one-day career has not been up to the expectation when it comes to Dinesh Jagannathan's performance. He does really well in the T20s, he does really well in the first class, domestic, or at the test level as well, but just a one-day international, I don't know what's really doing to him, but that's a very late shot. So good ball there by Thomas, and it was a good left. Missed by Dinesh. Why is he going all the way there? Alright, he hasn't even timed the ball properly, but he's trying to go for those big shots, which doesn't really make sense to me. So yeah, I can see the disappointment in the West Indians' faces, but doesn't mean I'm going to give my wicket away now, so I'm going to have to play a really sensible cricket here, because the score is only 26, and we lost the first wicket already, and we're on the 6th over as well, so got to steady the ship somehow with Willis. So Willis is now on 13 after facing 17 balls, so he has caught up with what he had to do, so he knows his role, and that was a quality shot by Dinesh, which was a really nice cover drive, extra cover drive I should say. It was a lovely cover drive shot, and there was no fielders out there, so he just rolled all the way straight to the boundary line. Oh, that's another beauty from Thomas, I believe. It was, and it's the last ball of this over. So I believe after 6 over we are still going to be on 30 for 1. Oh no, we are not. So I believe that's going to be an extra. So unfortunately, Thomas bowled a really fast bouncer, and it managed to beat the batsman, keeper, and the boundary lane as well. So it went all the way to the end of the end of the stadium. So Sri Lanka's total is now 35 for 1 after 6.3 with a run rate of 5.38. And that's a good shot there played by Dinesh, which will only get him single, which is not too bad. And that brings P. Willis on to strike the ball, and he's Managed to get a single and give the strike back to Dinesh as he's on 10. Made a good steady start, but he does need to go on and make a big innings, a big score, and trying to get a win before. I mean, trying to get a win in the first game, so then we lead in the series. So it's not much pressure. If you lose the first game, then you're under pressure to win the other 2 games of the series. Well defended by Dinesh. 43 for 1 Sri Lanka after 8 overs. A quick single is a mix-up. Oh, batsman just got away with that. A quick run there. There was a good fielding there by West Indians. Dinesh Jagannathan is on a 12 after 18, and that brings Roman Powell to take the shiny white ball. So he's now going to be bowling his first ball of the spell. See how he go. Let's see how he goes about his business. It's not a bad start by him. It was a good direct bouncer to Sri Lankan to Dinesh, but Dinesh obviously no hesitance or well, I'm not too sure if I can get the word right, but I'm pretty sure everyone that's reviewing me probably know what I mean. There's no hesitant from Dinesh. Yep. He's very confident. Just grabs a single again. And the score's now gone past 50, so we're on 52 now. After 10 overs, so we are just catching up. So run rate is 5.05, so we're just over 5. It's not a bad start. We've still got another 40 overs to go through. So if we do lose any wickets during this time, which will hurt us, so we'll play a little sensible game here. Slowly, Dinesh is climbing up. That's a lovely pull shot by Dinesh, and I think that's going to race away all the way to the boundary. Yes, it did. I knew that was going to go for 4 because that was a solid shot. That was a beautiful shot, and I saw it. Okay. And I thought that did beat the fielder, but I think the fielder managed to get his hand on the ball, but I think he was past the ropes again. So West Indians are all over the place. Joseph could not get his line right, which went to like the 7th stumps or something. So it went in between the keeper and the first slip, and it went all the way for 4. So Joseph has given away 13 runs and only bowled 7 balls. That's another pull shot there by Dinesh, which will only take him 2 in a very risky moment, but just got away with that. So well done to Dinesh. He's on 22 after facing 23 balls. So really impressive batting there by Dinesh. Was another big bouncer, but is he going to get a warning? Yes, he will get a warning. So you can't do another bouncer. If you do another bouncer, you'll be a bowl. You'll be no ball. So I believe he's just going to be bowling all Yorkers now. Hey, that's a good ball. The height wasn't the issue there. It was just a swing. Go for it. Run it hard, boys. Yes. Good single. Has been taken by Dinesh. So Sri Lanka on 66 for 1. After 12 overs. Run rate is 5.5. Good shot. I think that got the middle of the bat. Looks like it might run away for 4, but there was 2 fielders to cut that off. But still, the ball has beat the both fielders. So that's now another 4 for Dinesh. It's a beautiful on drive. Just flicked off the leg. Beautiful wrist control. And it's a fast outfield as well, so both fielders could not stop the ball, unfortunately. Which was unfortunate for Dinesh. So which takes him to 26 of 27. Let's go and just run a ball. Good ball. It's a good comeback, but Powell managed to give that a dot, as you know. Very well played by Dinesh. Took him for a single, so which takes Sri Lanka to 71 after 12.3. So I think it's probably a 13 overs. Yes, that was the end of that 13. 71 for 1. Cruising nicely there, Sri Lanka. And I think we might need some big shots here. I believe that was a big shot that came from the middle of the bat. It was only going to be a 4. So that was a very, very middle of the bat. And it went all the way for 4. So that's 75 for now. For 1. Very well directed bouncer, which got him in the head. The captain's disappointed that he couldn't get a wicket, but should be happy that was a dot ball, because otherwise he would have gone out of the park. Oh, it's a good bouncer again. It's good bowling again by Joseph. But that's not good enough for the Sri Lankan batsmen. They need to do something different here. That's it. That's how it's done. So it's another 1 bounce for... Yeah, 1 bounce for. Dinesh is looking confident as ever. As you can see, the body language, he's shaking his head, legs, arms, everything. So looks like some big hittings are on way, which takes Sri Lanka total to 79 and Dinesh to 35, and he's going more than a runnable. Good comeback again by Joseph. He's into his last ball of the 3rd over, but he has given away 23 runs, but he didn't pick up any wickets, which is a big downfall for the West Indians. And again, that was another good ball to finish off the over. So that's after 14 overs. Sri Lanka have managed to only lose 1 wicket, but they have managed to score 80 good runs. The courtesy of Dinesh Jagannathan and P. Willis. That was going to be a good mix-up, but the batsmen played well, and they've decided not to take that risky run to lose that wicket at the very, very important time of the innings. These two need to kick on and keep going for another 10 overs, and then we can tell that Sri Lanka will have a very, very, very massive total at the end of that 50 overs. So 36. I believe it's going to be an offside one. Oh, I think it was a good ball. It could have been an LBW, but I was not in line, so that's why that was not an LBW. Otherwise, that would have been an LBW because he hit my pad. I didn't really touch that. Didn't really touch my bat. So it's another pull shot by Dinesh and takes him to 40. Oh, it doesn't. It takes him to 37. I lied. That brings Super Sword, Ted Roy, Super Sword. He's a fast medium as well. So West Indians are lacking their spinning option. West Indians, they do need a spinner to be able to rip through this Sri Lankan batting order because they seem to be doing really easily at the moment. Oh my god. How can that be out? Because I want to challenge that. Yeah, I'm going to challenge that because I don't think that was out. I think that was my elbow. So the umpire just had to give it out so I can review it. Okay, that was not no ball. Let's have a look if it was an edge. But that's my elbow. That was my upper elbow. That was not even a bat. That's out of order, man. The umpire, you're so blind, bro. You don't know what you even... Oh, hello. No, I do have a little bit of edge on the bat. So I edged it onto my bat, and then edged it onto the elbow, and then the ball goes up, and the fielder comes along and catches it, and umpire gives me out. Oh, thank you, umpire. Yeah, well done. Well done, mate. Oh, unfortunately, Dinesh Jagannathan has scored 39, a very, very brilliant 39, just for 41 balls. Unfortunately, he has to depart, which brings the next batsman in, and obviously Sri Lanka have finished their total, which brings Dinesh into bowling. So 51 for 3 West Indians are, but Sri Lanka have managed to score 307 runs in that first innings, which is a very, very good total made by Sri Lankan. So let's go through that again. Parker Williams have made 55. Andrew Barrett, okay, so he's on 8. Dinesh Jagannathan is on 30. He went on for 39. Maninder Bawa 35. Then J.D. Silva got 4. Wyatt Hardy got 31. Sandeep Savant got 76, and then Jack Davies got 30 not out, with Lokhan Khurana got only 30. I mean, only 3. 50 overs, 306 for 7. Very good. And the wicket takers were Thomas and Paul. 3 wickets and 2 wickets for each. And then Joseph's got a 1. Seebersword got a 1. Powell and Prince are wicketless. And if we'll have a look at the West Indians scorecard now. So Elvin Lewis has gone for 15. John Campbell has gone for duck. And we've got Ted Roy's Super South gone for 2 as well. Jay Davies have been very impressive in his first spell. But for West Indies at the moment, Sunil Lambris on 15 with Shimron Hetmeyer on 19. They are trying to get the ship steady. On the other hand, Sri Lanka's trying to restrict these West Indians to a very low total to be able to beat the Caribbeans. Good start there by Dinesh. Good bowling. It's a good bouncer there. Shivran Hetmeyer. Get in there, son. Come on, mate. Get in there. Okay, that was just a single given away. I want to do a big, long, fast Yorker for him. Yep. That's not a bad bowling by Dinesh. So he's given away 2 runs after bowling 3 balls. And let's see if they can make a little difference in this bowling here. Good slower bowl. Perfectly jumped and perfectly released as well for 86.9 miles per hour. That's not a bad speed. Let's try and do a little cross seam and try and confuse Hetmeyer. See if we can edge one here for us. Another good bowling by Dinesh. Let's have a little normal one. Good stuff, good stuff.
End of the 12th over, the batting team are now 3 for 53. Change of bowling, the captain is going with...
So Corona's now bowling. It's a fast bowler. He's got 126 wickets for Sri Lanka. Very impressive. Which now takes Dinesh back in the bowling attack. West Indians are 61 for 3. And they have still got a long way to go. Hetmeyer is on 20. With Ambrose is on 24. This is the partnership we need to break. And let's see. Here's the first ball from Dinesh. Bowling again by Dinesh. It was on line and length. Again. Very well played by Hetmeyer.
Waiting.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Yep.
Hey, that was an edge. Oh my God. What's going on? So let's challenge them. So did I just press that button? I think I've just pressed that button to ask them for review. What was that review about? It was an edge. It was a beautiful edge, and the keeper could not get nowhere. Oh, okay. Fortunately, that's a not out, and we have lost our review as well there. It will be a very hard work now if we was to get another. If we do need to get a wicket. Good fielding by Sri Lankans. The ground is looking packed and the weather is looking amazing for this game. As you can see, the blue sky, so there's no complaints whatsoever. Very well stopped by the fieldsman. Get a off cutter in. Very well bowled. After 14 overs, West Indies are on 67 for 3. And obviously it's a simulation's now taken place, so it's taken us to 15th over. Still 73, so that was a maiden over bowled by Kurana. Takes the current run rate to 4.87 with the required run rate of 6.66. So the required... Hi guys, I'm so sorry. I kind of got stuck there, so here we go. After 15.173 for 3. Got to try and get a wicket here. See what we can do. Lovely bowling there by Dinesh. So West Indies are... They don't seem to be struggling, but I am starting to worry, because if these two batsmen settle down, and it's going to be a big score from them too, so I'm kind of nervous here. Please catch it. Let's see. He managed to get that over the fielder and just got that boundary, which puts him in a good position, takes him to 29, so that's the partnership of 50 from 57 balls. Not very impressive with this bowling attack. Dinesh again has to do something different here to break the partnership. Oh, there's another edge. Oh my god. Good. Good. Very good thinking.
The 16th over, the batting team are now on 3.
So after 16 is on West Indies on 78 for 3. 87 for 3 after 16.
Change of bowling, the captain.
Can't be 16. Oh, it was 18. Okay, so 18 overs are gone. 87 for 3. Sri Lanka struggling to get another wicket here. Dinesh Jagannathan is taking on his 4th over to make a difference. Alavanda. Oh, no, he didn't. Good ball again. It's a little bit of full toss to hit now. He could have whacked that at the park, but he didn't. He was a bit nervous there then, didn't he? Oh, very good underage. Beautifully bowled by Dinesh. Again, that was a good ball. Nice and straight. Wicket to wicket. Not that says the umpire. Would that be a catch? No. So that's a 4. Hetmeyer is looking to go a little bit aggressive. So I think we might need to change the fieldings here. So I'm going to go and change the fieldings here quickly. Because I don't think I'll need him here. Oh, no way. Sorry, I didn't manage to change the fielding over there. I pressed the wrong button and it just took me back to the game. So I don't know what to do. So I'll do it after this. Good slow ball. And good runs too. Again, good fielding, but it's only 3. Okay, so they managed to get 3 runs here, which is a very bad fielding by Sri Lankans in their home ground as well. So they can do a little bit better than here. So let's see if they can do anything major, bigger thing in this spell. 5th over, Dinesh. It's a good swing, but I can see the ball bounced before he got to the keeper. Good start there, good start, very, very good start there. Beautifully, beautifully bowled. Takes him to 44. Whoa, such a beautiful ball. And the captain was shaking his head as well. He knows that was a good ball. He really admired that, he did. Really good bowling again, and a good stop too by the fielder. Confidence level is rising up, as you can see from his body language, you know. And then now we're going to try another short bowling to Ambrice. See if we can get him out. No. So it's a single. Takes West Indies to 101 for 3. After 21.
First over, the West Indies are now on 100. Change of bowling, the captain is going with pace.
For 30 overs, West Indies are on 136 for 3. 307 is the total, so it looks like they are nowhere near the total. So Sri Lanka do have a big chance of winning if we can restrict, if we can keep the score down. As Dinesh Jagannathan only got 5 overs out of the 30 overs left, so it's all about the other bowlers that we have in the squad to really maintain the run rate and try and get this first win of this series. It's a good ball, and it was a really good touch. It wasn't a shot, it literally touched that. It was like a butter on the bread, like a spreading of butter on the bread, something like that, you know. It literally just touched that and then guided it to the third man. It's a very well played by a very well settled batsman. Good fielding and good take by the keeper. The captain's now changing the field. It's not going to make any difference, but Dinesh can make any difference if he gets its edge here. No, he didn't get an edge here, so that's not a good one. So 4 balls have bowled, 24 runs have given. It's only 2 runs have given in this over. It was a low ball bowled by it's a free hit, and it was a Yorker. Yes. How was that? Oh my god, that would have been a lovely catch. That's gone for 4. My god, how can that go for 4? That was a leading edge. Okay, here comes the last ball of the 31st. So 143 for 3. West Indians are cruising nicely here, but I'm not going to let them get this win. Good bowling again by Dinesh there. Well done, mate. Well done. Good one.
The batting team are now on 143 for 3. Change of bowling. The captain is going with pace.
Crona's back in the attack. He didn't pick up any wickets, so that brings the game to the close, which is resulting in Sri Lankan's favour, which means Sri Lanka have won this game by 33 runs. Well done to the Sri Lankans. So we now are leading this 3-match one-day international series. Top scored by Sandeep Savant for Sri Lanka. It's got 76, and then we got Parker Willis has got 55, and then Dinesh Jagannathan nevertheless has got 39. Not a bad start. Could have gone on to make a bigger score, but that was a very unfortunate edge, which means he had to walk away from the middle to give away his wicket. And then Maninder Bawa came in and played a lovely 35. And on the other hand, we've got Sunil Ambriz as an opener for West Indies, who scored 125. And Hetmeyer's got 80, but unfortunately they couldn't get the West Indies across the line. Kemal Paul has made 28 from just 9 deliveries, and Irvin Lewis only for 15 runs. It's not a really good day for Dinesh in the bowling department, because he did not manage to pick up a wicket, but he's given away 29 runs for bowling, I think about 6 overs or something like that, if I could remember properly. Yes, he bowled 6 overs and he gave away 29 runs. But Lakai Kurana got 4 wickets, which are very crucial wickets at the end of the innings. So that's one reason he's managed to pick up the player of the match. So that brings this first one-day international to end, which means this episode is gonna be ending as well. So as I would like to say, this is not going to be a part 1. This is just a one whole game. So until I see you guys in the second game of this series, it's a very goodbye from me, as I'm Dinesh, and from UK-TAMILAN-TV as well. Thank you all for coming and watching this game. Hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. So I'll see you all in my next episode with the second game. So One Day International 2 between Sri Lanka and West Indies will be on my next episode. Thank you guys. Bye bye now.